Okay. Hi, my name is Eric. Welcome to the After Dark podcast. I am gathered here today together by an assortment of niggas, a gaggle of niggas. All right.
I'm sorry, bro.
To my right, we have Darren. We have young dreadhead, the emo nigga himself. We have Darren. To the bottom of me, who has the blank stare, no thoughts between his eyes. We have Angel, and a new one joining us today. At the bottom right, we have Darion or Harris. I don't know which one they want to be called.
Who's claiming he doesn't have a camera?
We know he has a camera though.
We know he has a camera.
All right. Well, first I'd like to address something real quick. I'd like to address something real quick. As you can see, the quality of my camera's gotten better because I've gotten a new one. So you can see all my wrinkles in my eye bags because I do not sleep anymore, or I never have slept.
God damn, he hopped down.
What?
Bro.
No.
Speaking of, I still haven't been to sleep.
So
You fucking monkey. Get off the fucking... Oh, my bad game.
I'm not putting up with your shit.
move that nigga alone. Anyways,
I'm not doing
Bad game. My bad.
Yeah, so today just seems today seems like a fucked up day for everybody. I don't know why. It just seems like a fucked
Bro,
up day.
look to your left and stop that fucking mercy res.
Mercy res.
All right, bitch ass niggas. If we're gonna do this, I need y'all to not be so aggressive with the game commentary. Please and thank you. Thank you. So yeah, today seems like a shit day for everybody. I don't know why. Angel seems like to be the only happy nigga walking around the premises as of now.
God, I'm vibing.
Must be nice. I was having a good day earlier today, but that shit kind of went downhill. Oh, I'm high. I got a box of pizza. That's probably why I have eye bags.
For
Anyways,
me, it kind of seemed like the more I told people today's not the day, don't talk to me, before I got into a bad mood, everybody seemed to want to talk more and ask more questions, which just pissed me off way more and put me in a way worse mood.
why did it piss you off though? They care.
Because it was stupid shit. It was complete stupid shit. And I told you, like, it started with my mom, and I told her, I was like, yo, we can have a conversation, whatever, we could talk. Do not do your usual stuff where you're trying to give me advice. Do not do your usual stuff where you're telling me what I should and shouldn't be doing. Why am I not doing this? Why should I be doing this? All that. Don't do it. Don't do it today. Just give me today. Today I'm not feeling it. And it ended in yelling and her yelling at me and a lot of other bullshit. But basically it went from that to everybody here hearing from my mom what happened, and I'm somehow the bad guy for addressing and saying I'm not in a talking mood. And
Well, it could be
people's-
how you say it, because you can.
And I know that,
say all the right
but,
things, but still be an asshole the way that you say it. Like my dad.
and
My dad's the exact
I
same way.
even like went further into detail with how I said it. I understand I might be saying it in a bad way, but I really need to be left alone today. And it didn't happen. So it's like, even though I might have said it and I might have been mean when I said it, I told you it's gonna come out mean when I say it because I don't know another way to say it right now. But I'm not trying to be mean. This is what I mean. This is what I say. Please, just leave me alone today. And it didn't work.
I think you need to change your circle because you complain about your friends too entirely much.
No, it wasn't even. They just added on to it. Them talking to me, that shouldn't have pissed me off. That shouldn't have pissed me off or fucked up my mood. But because of everything else, I have my mom and then people here. Yeah, my mood was already shit. So that's not on them though. Josh, I'm cool with.
You're go.
Zay, I'm cool with. It was a lot though.
There, let me ask you a question. So
Go ahead, go ahead.
I placed this on Kai and Angel early before I took my nap. So there was, so you know my lore behind me in the news store, and there was this girl that I was messing with for a second.
Mm.
So again, prerequisite, the reason why I stopped messing with her, or we stopped messing with each other, is because she said she knew where my heart was at and didn't want to compete with that.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't like talked or messed with this girl in a very long time. It's been almost, I don't even, it's almost double digit months. It's been a fat fucking second.
Mm.
Cause maybe it was, hold on, cause I'm trying to calculate because I don't want to. So maybe about since March. So January, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. Yeah, about 8 months, because me and her broke up in November, December, January, February, March. That sounds about right. So, yeah, she said she knew where my heart was and didn't want to compete with it. And so I'm now in the position where I don't want to, as I like to put it, cry or think about another nigga's girl, because there's literally no reason why I should be doing that. If she's in a happy, nice, committed relationship, she's enjoying her life, she's telling him I love you, all this extra good shit. Good for you. I know I want nothing but happiness for you. But at the exact same time, I found myself in a situation where I kept crying and missing somebody who had already moved on and already found himself in a relationship. And crying over another nigga's girl, another man's woman, is crazy to me. So I was like, yeah,
it's crazy to me too.
I can't do that shit.
It's like
no
a big
more.
no-no for me.
I cannot do that shit no more. I cannot cry and well, she used to be my girl, but I can't cry and fucking whatever over somebody else's girl and wish to be with somebody else's girl.
Agreed.
So I slowly tried to move on. I slowly forgave myself for everything that happened, and so I tried talking to my coworker again, not like on like a romantic thing, but we just haven't talked in general for like a minute. So I texted her and I was trying to talk to her, just to like see how she's at, see how she's doing, try to work my way back into her schedule. But she always left me on red or left me on open or whatever the case may be, and it didn't hurt my feelings because I was like, she's doing her own shit. Like, it is what it is. She's not my girl. But one day I was like asking myself, do I like actually like this girl, or do I have like limerence going on right now? Am I just kind of sort of like infatuated with the idea of getting to know somebody and talk to them and shit?
Yeah.
I already knew her, but like just having someone to be there that I can talk to on a constant basis. So I told her that one day. I was like, I don't know if I like you for real or if I'm just like infatuated with you, whatever the case may be. But I'm trying to be a better person, or I'm trying to be a person I'm proud of, and the person I'm proud of would communicate that and tell you how exactly they feel instead of sitting on that shit and just moving weird.
Yeah.
So fast forward today. I asked her if she wanted to go to the fair. I was like, what do you do next week? She was like, I don't know. I have to check my schedule. I was like, oh, well. She was like, wow. I was like, I wanted to go to the fair. I wanted to see if you wanted to go with me. And she said something. I said some slick shit. I was like, well, it wouldn't matter because you wouldn't text me anyways. And I went home. And it ended up with her saying that she can't go to the fair because she has a boyfriend, but we can be friends if she wants, or if I want. So this is where my question comes. There was a lot of build up, but it was essential for this part of the conversation. So I texted her and I said, based off of my previous experiences, I have like 2 experiences with this. Being friends with somebody that you've had sex with and working with them is not gonna work. So I was like, out of respect for you and your boyfriend, it's not smart to do that. It's not smart. I was like, don't worry about it. Don't like forget I even asked to go to the fair. Don't even worry about it. Don't forget I asked. And she was like, why? Blah 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 blah. And I said that, and then she was like, well, she was like, it doesn't matter. She was like, so you don't want to be friends anymore? And I was like, that's not the point. The point that I'm trying to get to you is your boyfriend, if he knows that we had sex and then knows that I work with you and you have the potential, every time you go out to work, you have the potential to end up running into me.
He's gonna lose his mind.
That's not going to sit well with him.
At all. He's got to think about that every single day you go into work.
I was like, even if you got, like, I was like, out of respect for you, him, and y'all's relationship, because I want to give your relationship the chance to flourish and, like, actually grow, because if you love this nigga, like, I don't want to fuck that up for you. I cannot be your friend. I can't, like, we can't, like, hang out or, like, talk
Fair.
or chill or any of that. And she kept fighting for that shit. She was like, oh, my boyfriend won't give a fuck. Oh, it's not that deep. As long as we're not doing anything sexual, it's okay. All that shit. And I was talking to Kai because she knows my lore. She knows, like, my backstory. She knows the reason why I came to the new store, the reason why my relationship ended. She knew. We kind of trauma bonded because I was going through, when I met her, I was going through that breakup. And I didn't mean to add her to my roster. It just happened. She did it. I didn't do anything. I was just there. She just used me, and I was like, okay. But she did. I was just there, and she just grabbed me, and I was like, ma'am, I don't want to do this. And then it happened, and I was like, damn. Now I don't. What do I do now? Because like
I feel like a whore.
exactly. And then I was like, yeah, I didn't want to. Like I'm still in love with my ex, and she was like, oh, okay, that doesn't mean anything. And I was like, but it does. I don't want to do this right now.
It's a lot, actually.
So I was talking to Kai and them because I was like, she knows my backstory, she knows my lore, she would understand where I'm coming from. But the way that she was trying to spin it was that I was fucking tweaking, like I was crazy. So I just wanted to see if you like understood that, like agreed
No,
with
not
me,
at
or,
all.
like, maybe I'm looking at it fucking weird. Maybe I'm tweaking. A little
No,
bit.
not at all. In my opinion, in general, it's hard to have guy friends in general. For one, it's hard, because there's very few guys that are like. Because I know me and you are able to actually have female friends, specifically,
And not want to fuck them.
and not want to fuck them. But I know, I'd probably say 75 to 80% of guys cannot be friends with another woman because they would you drop.
I dropped my entire pizza. I dropped 3 slices. There's bacon all over the floor. Fuck. I'm sorry. Fuck. I dropped pizza, bro. Fuck, man. Damn it. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
Oh my god. I'm not laughing at his pain. Oh.
God dang it.
I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at you dropping the pizza.
Fuck.
I'm laughing at your reaction to the pizza being dropped.
Fuck. It reminds me of that time in middle school where she knocked over my fucking Pop-Tart. God damn it. I've never felt a pain like this before. Yes, I have.
My man
Fuck.
was hitting this shit.
Is it the Jake scream?
Yeah.
Fuck, man. There's fucking bacon and grease all over the place now.
He's screaming.
I was screaming in
Silent.
lowercase.
Silently screaming.
Bro, they're doing everything in their power to keep this nigga alive. He's getting hit with every fucking ability, and he's still alive because of his damn supports, bro. Oh my god.
Okay, but continue, Darren. I don't know what you was gonna say. My bad, bro.
Dude, I don't remember where we were at. I laughed so hard.
If I was tweaking for thinking that.
Oh, no, not at all. My personal belief, I don't think it's very possible. I don't think it's possible for most guys to be friends with girls anyways. But first of all, for you to basically say, I want your relationship to be able to succeed, so I'm going to exert myself from this situation is already really good. So I don't think that you're tweaking it at all. I think that was the right choice to make. Is it the most common choice to make? No, not at all. Not one bit. Most nigga be like, I'll be your friend, hoping to get cheeks. But no, you made the right choice. She's tweaking because she shouldn't be allowing that shit. Being real, I think she should see your side and be like, oh yeah, my man probably would not be cool with the dude that I fucked
That's
working
what I'm
at my
saying.
store and us being friends. Yeah, he probably wouldn't be cool with that. But I don't think she would tell him. I don't think she would tell him. I think she would try to keep it a secret, and it would end up just coming back and biting her in the ass.
And she said, so you
From
asked
wh-
me to. Go ahead.
Just from what it sounded like, that she kept egging it on to try and be friends. She probably won't tell him.
She says, so you asked me to go to the fair earlier. I will be unable to do that because I have a boyfriend now and I respect whoever I'm dating. But, in big and capital, we can still strictly be friends if you would like. I said, no, it's okay. Don't even worry about it. Sorry again. Forget I said anything. She says, so you don't want to be friends? I'm leaving the option up to you. I said, out of respect for you and your relationship, I don't think it would be smart. I'll move in a respectful way, but from previous experience, working with someone you've done stuff with won't sit well with your partner. I said, Eric, comma. It's called self-control. We could be friends without seeing each other sexually. We were friends before that. Why would it be hard to go back to that? I said, I understand that. What I'm saying is, from your boyfriend's point of view, he probably doesn't want you interacting with someone that you fucked. And out of respect for y'all's relationship and to give it the chance to grow, I'd rather not put myself in any kind of position to jeopardize that for you or for him. And she said, I doubt he'll care for real. I've known him as a friend for a minute now, and I've witnessed him in a relationship, so I don't think he'll give a fuck for real.
Bitch, give
So
up.
I was like,
Holy shit.
so then I was thinking of it from a different perspective. I was like, so what if I'm like, all right, cool. What if I stay friends with this woman, and now I'm at work one day making a frappuccino, and homie comes in there and beats the fuck out of me for just because she's like, was that the nigga you was fucking? Don't do nothing, Tyrell. Don't do it. And I get my ass like, hey sir, welcome to Star. What can I? And now I get my ass beat for what? For what? For fucking what? Now I'm dead.
I'm with you. Yeah,
Wait.
I think you make the right choice.
I was like, how do you? And then I got a little mad at it because like, how do you know my lore about shit and then put me in a position to?
See your point of view and put you in this situation to do the exact same thing, but on the opposite side.
I'm not gonna like. I don't want to do anything with her. But it's just the principle that you like know my lore and are still fighting so hard for it.
You're able to put yourself in the dude's shoes and understand what I want my girl
because
to
I
be
was
at work
I was talking to
with
Kai,
the dude that she's fucked and be friends.
and I was like, I know how much pain that inflicted onto she who shall not be named. I know how much pain it inflicted onto her. I don't know if I can inflict. I can't live with myself if I inflict that type of pain onto somebody else again. I can't do it. So now not only did I fuck up my she who should not be named like whole emotional state, but now I like almost a year down the line, I fuck up this dude's emotional state who I've never met, probably a decent dude, didn't deserve it, and then I fuck up her mental state because she's mad that relationship ended, and now she's mad at me for that shit. I can't have that shit on my conscience. I can't. And then I'm gonna have to do the whole thing
Because she
again.
has no one else to be mad at. Yeah.
And of course everybody's gonna blame me. You should have known.
Yeah. Because she's not going to be able to take accountability for it, and nobody's going to hold her accountable when it was her choice to make. Ultimately. Ultimately her fault. But
Yeah, so that pissed me off a little bit. And then I found an old journal that I used to write in. And that shit made me sad because it started like the entry started way back when the breakup first happened, and it was like I was reading it and I was like, damn. Actually, hold on.
yeah,
I got it right.
Mine sitting in the garage. I didn't know it was there. I thought I left it, where I left from. I was going in there to look for a shirt or something in the box in the garage, and I just come under it was like a suit jacket, and I pick it up and I just look under it and I grab a book and it has all these pictures all these pictures and stickers of us, and I was like, oh, okay, thanks. I'm sad.
If it makes y'all
Do you
feel any
remember-
better, I
Uh,
I wrote y'all my suicide note.
Nigga, I know the first one that you did. You wrote me.
I wrote you in
Hey,
this one
bro.
too.
I've been in
I
twice.
better be in every fucking single one of them.
Double
I
stack.
said, I said, I want to leave Darren and Angel something, but I don't have much. I'm sorry. I didn't really accomplish much, I guess. It's okay, I think. I always made things harder than they had to be.
Hey, bro, hear me out.
I left all my passwords and shit on here too, so y'all. I was gonna say y'all niggas can fight for the YouTube account. You know, can fight for the
Hey,
YouTube account, my Steam. Play
I'm
Princess
taking
and
that Steam.
Conquest.
I'm taking all your porn, bro. I'm taking all your porn.
What?
I don't have any, you sick fuck.
Princess and Conquest.
That's a good game.
Summer-
That's a quality game. That's a quality. That I have 127 hours in that bitch. It's not for the titties. It's for the gameplay. What? I have more hours in that than I do Baldur's Gate.
Mm.
I should be drinking right now, honestly.
Oh, me and Angel are killing that last Overwatch game. You're popping off, bro.
Yeah.
Oh God, though, I was carrying on tank.
But I have hella journal entries just from fucking from November 24th. Eventually, I stopped writing after I wrote my suicide note because I couldn't like stare at this anymore.
So
December.
where is it?
I'm so mentally unfucking stable. It's actually astounding. In the beginning, it's I almost said her name. In her handwriting, it says intentions, Eric, in hearts. Become a communicator. Spend more time with you in ways you appreciate. Be more open to things. Show more affection. Be more empathetic / sympathetic.
Mm. Yeah, I went in and looked through mine for a minute, and I saw almost like the same shit, just different words. It was like something that we both need to do better on. Some of the things for me is be more decisive on what I want and should be done, more of a leader. And now I feel like I've actually become a leader without even trying. It kind of just naturally happened. Nah, maybe not. Maybe subconsciously, I knew that that's what was tasked of me when I was with her. So I kind of just did it anyways. But that was one. Be more self-aware. Emotionally self-aware. I should say that. I don't remember the others.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Even just going through my old shit and seeing how I was like mentally, like it's so like interesting because I was able, like all the shit that I was writing. So I like haven't seen this. It's almost been I wrote this back in 2002, so it's almost been a year since I've seen this shit. So going back and seeing like my previous, like my past self acknowledge what was wrong with myself, not like with the relationship and with myself, and then actively work on it, like actual updates as to
Do I just
where-
not fucking exist?
Nah, work on it, work on it, address it, work on it, and then get like self-reflect and see at the point that I'm at now.
Yeah.
It's like well, first off, I knew what would happen. Like I knew what would happen. Like I was like, hold on. Like I knew I could like I was so easily able to like express my emotions and what I felt inside on here compared to actually being able to express them and bring them up in conversation with the person that I needed to.
It so for me, yes, I was able to do it better writing, but it was never pieced together. Like when I would try to express myself on paper, the things that people were wanting to come out came out, but it didn't come out like in order or it didn't come out and make sense. It was just like my brain just rushing and putting out whatever the fuck it can instead of actually putting complete sentences and real shit together. It was just spitting out whatever the fuck came up. So
I wrote
I
this
can
when
vent
we were at
on
Thanksgiving.
paper. You're talking about when I was in Georgia?
When we were when I met your brother again and his kid.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I literally had a dream about that Thanksgiving. I'm like, I've been invited to a like a friendsgiving, and I'm like, dude, I don't even know if I want to go. I'm gonna be honest with you.
That shit made me
I'm,
sad.
I'm already having dreams about fucking that Thanksgiving when that Thanksgiving was it was a lot.
Yeah, that shit made me sad. I was so
And
fucking
then
sad.
and then I remembered what you had told me when you left. Like I remember that shit like a week ago. And I remember what you told me, and remembering what you said just made me remind myself I'm sad of the same exact thing.
What did I say? I know it was some sad
So
shit.
so you said that the reason you left so early, you were very grateful for us inviting you and you were glad you got to be there, but seeing Tyler and his girl with a kid and then seeing me and Amber actually looking like a married couple
Oh yeah, no,
and
I
doing
couldn't
good.
handle that.
And when I, bro, I'm so serious. Literally a week ago, I remembered it, and I remember that conversation. And then on top of that conversation, I was like, damn, all that's gone.
That shit made me so ridiculously. I don't know if I ever told you. After that Thanksgiving, I went to go see her.
I think you did tell me.
And the crazy thing is, there was a nigga inside, and I was like, oh okay. I was, and then I went home and cried.
Oh,
I went home and cried like a bitch. I went home and cried like a bitch. I went home, I got a plate of food, and then I gave it to her, and I was like, hey, I don't know if you are gonna do anything this Thanksgiving. I don't know if like you had any plans, but I wanted to make sure that you at least had something to eat. And she was like, oh, thank you. And then I heard a nigga talking inside, and I was like, you have a good day. And I left. I didn't even say anything after that. I was just like, I just want to make sure you have a good one. And I left. I think it was her friend. I think it was her she has a gay, towards the end of our relationship, she got a gay friend. I think it was him.
yeah. Either way, that still would have fucked me up too.
There's nothing I could have done about it. I mean, she was living her life. I'm not gonna stop her from living her life. I just wanted to make sure that she was okay. My dad was like, this is before I had my car. He was like, I shouldn't have taken you.
You what?
My mom was like, Eric, yeah, your daddy shouldn't have never taken you. He knew too, and he still took you.
I have another thing that I have on my desk is actually this. It's got hella dust on it because I don't even like touching it.
Dude, oh my fucking.
Oh, I would torch that. I don't know if I
Yeah,
can look at
but it's not even. It's from my mom.
that.
It was a present because you know how it was like a thing's Christmas, both.
Mhm.
It was from my mom and it has pictures of everyone in there. But at the very end, it has all those pictures of me and her, and that shit makes me sad every time I look at it.
Yeah, this is really, really sad. I
might have-
return.
I might have to go find mine.
I'm currently at Darren's family's little shindiggy
Shindig.
shindiggy thing. Pretty chill so far. Everything's cute. There's presents everywhere and candy, and it feels nice. I brought a pie and tried some of it. Amber's cosito? Is that what it was?
Coquito.
Coquito. I tried 4, the regular coffee, blah blah blah. Darren's mom asked me about her, and everyone just goes, "Damn!"
Yeah, no.
And I just wrote a bunch of A's.
I'm pretty sure I even told her too.
It's fine. Made me a little sad, but life is life. I will never forget that shit. I remember like it was yesterday. I was sitting at the table. Your mom was at the sink, and she was doing some shit. I don't remember. And you were on the you were on the left side, and your brother was on the right side talking to his kid. And she goes, "So Eric, how's 2.0?" And everyone goes, "Damn!" And she's like, "What?" He goes, "Mom." I'm like, "Oh yeah, she broke up with me." "Oh, I'm sorry to hear that." Shit, me too.
I think that's what she said too. I think you said shit, me too.
Shit, me too. This is damn, I miss my home. I won't let anyone replace her, and it may be unhealthy, but I don't care. Seeing Amber and Darren loving each other hurt. Seeing Darren's brother's kids made me see so much. I'm sad about all of it still. I'm done crying, but still, I'm sad. I miss her. I hope she comes back. But as she said, whatever happens, happens. And then I said, I love you. And then the next day. I'm supposed to be over it. Like, I'm not sad anymore. Like, I'm not, like, caught up on it anymore.
Yeah.
But it...
Still get your moments of a little sadness where you're just like, damn.
No, when I had that breakdown, I think that was when that was like something that I really fucking needed, because I saw some shit that I really needed to see. Like I needed that, like that breakdown when we were in the Discord, and I was losing my shit. I think I needed that.
Yeah, I haven't been able to have that. I think that's the biggest problem, is that I literally have not been able to break down since I got here.
That shit is scary,
That-
because I
car
genuinely thought I was gonna die.
That car ride here, that 7.5 hour fucking drive. The first 15 minutes in, I think I was bawling for like 30 minutes straight on the road. Hyperventilating and shit. And then I got here and I was just faking like everything was okay. And I have not. I mean, I cried a little bit at that funeral that I had to go to, but besides that, there's been nothing.
Yeah, I think that's like that once you have that breakdown, that's when you actually, because everyone's like, oh, you can't go anywhere. Once you hit down, you can only go up. Like once you have that breakdown where everything has fallen apart, you feel like the world is blowing up, you feel like you're going to die, and you cannot control anything that comes out of your fucking mind and or body. That's when I feel like you've actually genuinely hit rock bottom, and I needed to hit that rock bottom, because I already have like my little spiritual awakening, my little mental, physical, or mental and spiritual, like I've matured significantly with those, but I still needed that, because it like solidified
I've been
it.
craving it. As much as I know, like my brain feels like it can't handle it. I know I need it. I don't ever get to just let shit out like that, so that's why I was like, I need it.
Well,
That was one of the things.
Maybe you need
That
a
was one of
trigger.
the things me and you said what?
Maybe you need a trigger, because mine was a trigger.
That's what I'm saying, is like a lot of the triggers that I used to have don't trigger me anymore. That was one of the things that me and my mom talked about, though. Was that started that argument. It was, she was like, I told her, I was like, yo, this is what I have going on, but and if you're wanting to give me advice, I don't want to talk. I don't need advice. It's nothing that you can give me advice on. It's simply what boils down to, do you want to listen to me rant or not? If you don't, cool. Let's get off the phone now because that's all that I have on my mind. If you're cool with it, let me do it. She was like, instead of giving me a yes or no answer or which pick one, she was like, well, people always aren't gonna sit around and just listen to what you have to say and not give you and just agree with you or something like that. And was saying like, people are gonna want to tell you if you're seeing things right, seeing things wrong, whatever the case would be. And I was like, but that's not ever the case. I don't ever get someone to just listen. Anytime here, my mom, my dad, friends, anyone, if I'm asked what's wrong, if I give a genuine answer, it's going to be straight to advice, whether I say I don't want your advice or not. I just need to rant. So that was what started, is that I said, I just need to rant. I don't want advice. And she still proceeded to say, no one wants to just listen to you rant, basically. And I was like, oh, okay, goodbye. And hung up.
I mean, yeah, that sounds about right to me. If I was talking to someone, I was like, yo, I'm in a really bad mood right now. I don't want to explode on you. Let me talk about it. Like, I want to talk about it, but I don't want no advice. And they're like, and I do my little thing. They're like, well, in this situation,
I'm at the point now. I'll just hang up on you. I swear to God, I will just hang the fuck up on you. I didn't even tell my mom I love you. I just straight up hung up. I was like, I can't do it, bro. I was like, I told you exactly what I needed, which I never do. I never be like, yo, I'm about to tell you what's going on with me. Explain why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling. So just listen, so you at least know something. No, I think I'll still give you advice. All right, fuck you. Goodbye.
that was something I had to learn. Sometimes people just need to be heard. Like, just listen. Don't say shit. Because I used to never be like that. I used to be like the person, if you talk to me, I have to, like, I will give you a solution to it. And then I got in a relationship and I learned that sometimes that you don't need to do all that shit. You don't want to hear that shit. Just sit down and listen. Just, oh, damn, I'm sorry, but I'm sorry to hear that. Be inquisitive. Ask questions. Crack a few fucking jokes.
That relationship showed me how to be a better man, showed me how to be a better friend, showed me how to be a better brother. Sometimes, a lot of times, people just want to speak and just want someone to listen.
So
I think
now
that's
I'll
why a
ask.
lot of people here like me, is because I just listen.
So now I'll ask when people are like, hey, Eric, can I talk to you? I'm like, yeah, sure. Do you want advice or do you want me
Yeah,
to
do you want
listen?
advice or do you want me to just listen? Yeah.
Because my default, I'm going to give you advice. That's just me as a person. I want to be a
Default.
therapist. That's
Yeah.
just how I'm going to be. But if you want me to
But-
listen, let me know that. Because by
Exactly.
default, if I start throwing shit at you and you don't want to get overstimulated and all the other shit, let me know. Because I can just sit down and listen. I can do that very easily.
Easily.
But
Very
you have
easily.
to let me know what you want.
It's just the audible hearing. I
Mhm.
just want to talk.
All right, let's talk. Or at the end, I'll be like, so do you want me to help? Do you want me to help you with this?
Exactly.
Or did you just need advice?
Exactly.
Most cases, they're like, all right, but like, give me some advice now. And I'm like, okay, cool. So let's go over it.
You just
And
wanted to get it
we'll
all out
pack it.
first, and now you want to hear
Mhm.
some feedback. I
Yeah,
got you.
sometimes people need to decompress.
Yeah.
This nigga Kai, dude. Kai makes me mad. Kai, I know you don't watch this, but if you watch this, tee the fuck up, nigga.
Real shit, Kai.
Tee the
Some of the
fuck
shit that
up.
I've been hearing you say has been actually pissing me off, bro.
Tee the fuck up, nigga.
From now on, I'm about to start kicking this man from the Discord every time he says some shit that nobody wants to fucking hear, bro. Some stupid shit, too.
Tee the
What?
fuck up.
He be saying the same stupid shit, too. I'm like, Kai, you're just feeding it into you, making you feel like a bad person.
He's like, man, I need to kill myself. I'm like, nigga. No, you don't. You're sad right now. I
When we
get
had
it.
that whole
Trust
talk,
me.
when we had that whole talk about you need to let her do what she's gonna do, and he was like, immediately after, he was like, bruh, why won't she leave me alone? She needs to stop talking to me. She can't heal if I was like, dude, we just fucking talked about this guy.
You need to take it upon yourself to if So me and Kai have been having this conversation for a long ass time because I've low key turned into this nigga's fucking therapist at this point.
Mine too, for sure. You've been helping me with shit though for a while.
And this motherfucker, he just sent me a gif of fucking Kaneki. This motherfucker, like I first off, this is my rule of thumb. This is my rule of thumb with my friends. I will give you advice. If you don't ask for it, I will give you advice one time and nothing more. Because at the end of the day, you are a grown-ass man and you can make your decisions for yourself. I'm not going to dictate and tell you what's right from wrong. I will give you my advice the first time. I will give you my unsolicited advice the first time, one time. Other than that, it is what it is and you have to deal with the consequences of your own actions. Kai asked the question. I said, don't fucking do it. And now the nigga is suffering the consequences of his fucking actions. I told him one time alone. He didn't want to listen. And now he's in the deepest, darkest pits of fucking Tartarus. And that's no fault but his own. But my thing is, I was trying to tell Kai that you cannot be mad at anybody but yourself because you made the decision that you made. And now you have to make your bed and lie in it. Have your cake and eat it too. All that other shit. You basically did what you did. And now you have to live with that shit.
His thing, just because, like, it seems like he is taking accountability and like, yo, I know I fucked up. But you don't do it to a point where it's the, oh, woe is me bullshit.
Exactly. He's victimizing himself.
I'm not gonna lie. Victimizing yourself, which I did, you've done, we've all done at some point in our life. Mm-hmm. I can't stand that shit more than fucking anything than victimizing yourself. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because it makes you feel bad and it makes everyone around you feel bad.
Especially when you're not the victim in the first place.
Especially.
That's like if I stab a nigga and then I get sad because I'm covered in blood. Like, oh, my fan, no! Like, you just stabbed a nigga. He's dying.
My clothes are ruined.
It's like, damn, he fucked up the Prada. But this nigga is bleeding out on the sidewalk. Like, you fucked up, nigga. I get it. Don't trust me. I victimized myself too. But I understood at the end of the day that I was the one who made the decision that I made, and now I had to suffer the consequences of my actions. This motherfucker, however,
even if it's not your fault, don't victimize yourself.
This motherfucker has been given 1, 2, 3 chances. He's been given 3 chances. He fucked up the first, and he's now fucking up the second time. And this motherfucker was given another chance, and he's like, nah, bitch, what? I would murk a nigga. I would murk a nigga for a third chance, bro. Where's my gun?
You better pull out the monster care gun.
No, my water gun that looks like a gun. I can't fire, but I would murk a nigga. I would murk a nigga. I would kill somebody. I would legitimately, at this point in my life, I would legitimately take another life. Man, woman, child, baby, fetus, whatever the case may be, a dog. I don't give a shit. I would
for another chance, a do-over or something like that.
Do-over? I would do a lot.
I would do a lot for a do-over. I'd go straight hitman for a do-over.
I would track the bitch down. I would track the bitch down. That the catalyst to all of this. I would track her down, and I would. Nothing personal, kid, but I got a wife that I need.
I'd do a lot for a do-over.
I'd look like Deadpool with this shit. I'd be like shooting that bitch from different angles. Swiss cheese. But jokes aside, I wouldn't do that now because she's fucking happier than she was with me, so I can't be mad about it. But jokes aside, legitimately, Kai, if you do ever watch this, I highly recommend you check out the rest of the After Dark podcast. You check the previous episodes that we did because there's a lot of valuable information that's needed for growth and self-improvement, and I definitely think that you need to hear some of that stuff. On a different note, or going back to what I said earlier, because I wanted to talk, I wanted to extend that conversation a bit about having like that one breakdown when you hit rock bottom.
Oh yeah, I'm literally fiending for it. The same type of fiending where I'm like, I want a tattoo. I want that pain.
Nigga,
more
I
than
almost went
fucking
today.
anything.
I almost went today.
I was literally randomly got up. It was last night when I couldn't sleep. I got up out of bed and went searching for my tattoo gun.
Nigga,
I went searching around the whole fucking house. I was like, yo, I literally just want to stick the needle to my fucking skin right now.
I had $100 in my wallet, and I was like, "What could this get me? Let me walk in here real quick and
Something.
see." I was like, "This," because I paid $85 for the one on my neck. I was like, "This got to get me something. I need it now. I need something now."
Something.
But, I still feel bad about it because I think that's the worst you niggas have ever heard me, and that made me feel so bad because it scared me. So I could only imagine what the fuck it sounded like on y'all niggas' side. But
If Steve ever comes back in here, we'll ask him about it. That's the equivalent to when I was still living there. I called Steve. I was on the phone with Steve when you were at a party. You were at a party when I was.
Oh,
You were at a
I
party
think it was
when
for
I was
New Year's?
really losing it. It might have been. It was the last
Or maybe
year.
it was just a kickback.
I was
I think I remember
losing my fucking mind. I had a liquor store on one side and I had a CVS on the other side, and I was like, I wonder what kind of trouble I could get in right now.
I'm about
While-
to get
while-
wicked.
While at a park staring at the water, I was like, oh my god, the amount of things I could do right now with $20.
I'm about to
The
make a
amount
bomb.
of things. But yeah, I called Steve. I was like, yo, Steve, I just need you on the phone, bro. And nigga heard nothing but hyperventilating. He heard the whole rundown of everything going on. Nigga found out my entire lore of my life.
Like, and I would never not feel bad about that shit because I was like, damn, I had to scare the shit out of him, and I apologize for that, and I will never not apologize for that. But it put in the perspective. It gave me the perspective of I can't cry over another man's girl, because, you know, I was doing shit that I shouldn't have been doing, and I knew I shouldn't have been doing it. Something told me, Eric, you really don't want to do this right now, and I was like, no, I'm gonna do it because I don't give a shit, and, you know, I'm crazy, and if I want to find you, I will find you. And I saw her video of her ex, or her boyfriend. I saw her video, and when I tell you that shit made my heart drop into my fucking ass, I legitimately, as soon, like, I touched down on that video, saw it from beginning to end, and then immediately started tweaking.
When
it
I
was
tell you last night
bad.
when I got that friend request, and then I talked about with her everything that I talked about, when I tell you I sat for an hour staring at my keys, like I could go there. I could go right fucking now.
You could.
I could. I'm not
Good.
going to.
Something
Nigga, I ain't
told
got
me
no
to.
plates. I ain't got no plates.
Yeah. Sir, you don't have any plates on this?
I would have got arrested at some point.
I know. I was like, damn. I was like, I knew it. Something told me too. It was like, Eric, you really don't want to do this. Like, you didn't want to do it the other times because it gave you anxiety and made you want to throw up just like seeing her face. But you really don't want to see this today. And I was like, despite this bad feeling, I'm gonna do it because curiosity killed the cat, and curiosity did kill the fucking cat, and then buried that nigga in the deepest pits.
That was literally me like 4 hours ago. My brain was like, don't do it. Whatever you're about to think of, don't do it. I think I'm gonna look at those pictures. Nigga, don't do it. No, I'm gonna do it right now.
Yep.
You're not gonna feel any better when you do it. Don't care.
I just need to see her face. Hear
It's
her
what I
voice.
want.
I just need to know she's
Person.
okay, that she's happy, smiling, all right,
No,
shit like that.
no, that's the one I can't do.
No, that they're happy.
Voice.
Oh,
No,
voice?
no. Voice. Hearing the voice. If I hear actually, I might need to go through the message because if I hear that voice, I might break down.
If I see her face, I
And
drop to my
I'm-
knees.
And
Like, I will quite literally drop to my knees. Like the empty Jake scream. I shit you
No,
not.
I fucking
I shit you not. Before I saw that she had a man, I just saw like a regular ass video of her, and that video alone. Remember when I know you niggas remember it because you guys were joking about it, but the reason why was because of that. When I was stuck in that trance,
Oh yeah.
I genuinely felt like I couldn't stop saying it because I felt like I needed help. But that started because I went and I saw something that I shouldn't have saw. I saw like her face and her being cute or whatever. I saw that, and that genuinely made me start tweaking, and that's why that's why help became a thing. That's the origin behind it. But I just genuinely felt like I couldn't stop doing it, and if I did stop doing it, something bad was gonna fucking happen to me. So I just kept saying it. Oh.
Goodbye.
Oh, how can I help? What? How can I help? Assistance, supportive action? You really need some.
You
do?
don't want help. I don't.
No.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you.
Goodbye. Thank
Goodbye. You're
Goodbye.
welcome. Goodbye. I love that video, but I genuinely felt like if I stopped doing it, I would like explode or some shit. Like I just needed something to cling on to, and that was it for me. And I have a lot of thoughts about that, but I already broke my rule by saying I wasn't gonna talk about it, and immediately started fucking talking about it today because it's been a minute. So I'm not gonna like go in depth behind what I think, but
Yeah.
it's just what it is. What it is. It is what it is.
I don't know what to think about everything going on with that happened. I don't know what to fucking think.
Well, the same thing that I asked you when you sent the text was if you were given.
First of all,
would
don't
you
mean
be
to
able
cut you off.
do
First
it?
of all, it's already paining me enough that I'm not getting a text back, even though I know he's at work. So it's like,
Maybe it's the same thing where it's like, damn, I don't know what I should say. I can't do this right now. Let me sit on it.
that's
I've
what
done
I'm
that
doing.
before.
That's what I'm doing.
I was like, I can't do this right now. I need to-
Literally, I know, I'm pretty sure I left off the conversation, but I could say something else. But I'm like, no, just wait. It's okay. Just wait.
When I get shit like that, I'm like, I throw my phone. I'm like, I can't even hold this shit. It's like a nuke
No,
in my
real
hands.
shit.
I'm like, I
There's
can't
been a
even be
couple
around
times.
this.
There's been a couple times where I caught myself like doing this and literally going back to the message, and I was just like,
I can't do that. I can't. Like, I have a nuke in my hand right now. It could go off at any moment. And I can't be around.
but continue with what you were saying.
With like what I was asking you this morning, if you. So my thing is, I'm a person of chance. I'm a person of repetition. So I'm comfortable with experiencing things over and over and over again, if that makes sense. So I'm okay. A lot of people say, oh, when I break up with someone, that's it. I don't do that shit no more. It's a one and done type of thing. If it was meant to be, it was meant to be, which I have my own thoughts and reservations about that. But that's just me as a person. I don't know if you're one of those people who are like, oh, if I have an ex, I'll never date him again because they're an ex for a reason, whatever the case may be.
Well, I was that way,
Okay.
but after spending pretty much 2 years of my life with this woman, I was like, yeah, that's it. Doesn't. Yeah, fuck that.
That's.
If I get another chance, I'm going back to fuck.
Hold on, it looks like I'm wearing a turban. I'm taking the shit off. Lakshmi!
Lakshmi. Yeah, no, I've gotten to a point now where I'm like, yo, if there's a possibility, no, of course. Like,
That's what I was saying.
fuck
If
all
there
that.
was a possibility, would you even allow yourself to hold a conversation with her without knowing if there was a possibility? Like if there is a possibility, would you even allow that door to be open again? Because if she's talking to you just like on some casual friendly shit, what's the point? Because me
anytime
personally,
we talk,
if
anytime
I-
we talk,
it would
Go
have
ahead.
to go back. It would have to go back to that. Like if she were to ever talk to me, I told her the first time we broke up, I cannot be your friend because I will always have romantic feelings for you, and if you were in a relationship, I would not give a shit. That's just
Yeah.
how I feel about it. Like I'm so madly in
Yeah.
love with you, it would not matter. Now, out of respect for you, I could not interact with you, but
and
if
I
you were to
kinda
ever
put-
open that door again, it would have to lead down there because I cannot just be casual with you.
Yeah, and I kind of dug myself a hole because I truly believed that I could be friends with someone that I love that much after the fact. I truly believe, but now after the fact, I'm like, no, because I only see this person in a romantic way.
I'd have to love you from a
There
distance. I
is
could
no
not love
friendly
you.
shit. No, I love you way too much for that.
Like
Of course, yes. There still, of course, while we were together, you're my friend. Like you're my best friend.
Mhm.
But at the same time, you are my lover. Like I can't just be your friend.
100%.
It's either all or none. But with everything that happened in that situation, as much as I would like to, if that one specific thing that caused everything to end,
Mhm.
let me not say that thing, everything caused everything, but that one thing that definitely took part, if that were not different, then no.
Well, what if it
Even
did?
though-
What if everything that, well, let me not say everything. What if like 80% of all the issues that you had changed?
I would be gone. I would leave. The next day. The same day.
The same
I'd
day.
drive in the middle
Same
of
day
the night.
shipping?
I'd pack everything up, or I'd just get in my car and go, and I'd be like, I'll come back for my shit later.
Same day shipping. Amazon.
Same day shipping.
But I mean, just based off of what you said, it feels like the way that things ended with you, it feels like she wouldn't like interact with you if she didn't miss you like that.
And
Like,
I
just
know she
genuinely.
does. I know she does. She literally. I don't know if I should say this. I don't want to put her business out there.
We could talk about it later if you want.
Okay. I know she misses me. I of course miss her,
Aw.
but it's hard to make a decision. I can't put myself in a position like that.
So let me ask you this. Would you, if you felt like, not if you got like an idea, but if you were given the chance to try again, she just hits you up like, hey, was thinking about you, wanted to see how you're doing. Fast forward, you guys have been talking for like, just casually talking about shit for like a month, and she's like, hey, I really want to try again. Would you at that point say, okay? Would you open yourself up to that darkness and be like, okay, let's see where it goes this time. Let's see where it goes again.
I think again, my heart is like, yes, you would. Shut up, bitch. You know you would. But my brain's like, think about what you've built here. Think about the friendships and the relationships that you have built with other people here, and how you have grown to be better here. Unless she was willing to make that sacrifice to come here, would you really get up and drop everything you're doing again for the third time for this person? And it's like, yes, but is that really what you want to do? And my brain's trying to convince me to understand that's probably not the best option. So I don't know. Only time will tell.
You sure fucking will. You sure
I don't want
fucking
more
will.
time. I want time to stop.
Shit, I am tired of waking
I'm
up.
tired as fuck. I just remembered I still haven't been to sleep. And I think I've said that like 10 times too.
I keep track of everything. But I don't know. It seems like, I don't know. Just from my perspective, just a me thing, because that I've been thinking about. It feels like I'm happy for you niggas in the. I need to stop saying that word. I'm happy for you guys in the sense that I'm your friend, and any accomplishment that you guys make or any bit of happiness that you guys achieve, I am probably your biggest fucking cheerleader. Like, Angel's out here talking to fucking women for some reason.
Fuck you.
Bro
Like,
hasn't spoken this entire time and all of a
Fuck
sudden,
you.
fuck you.
niggas talking to women. I don't remember when this fucking DLC came out. Sean has a girl that he's fucking heavily happily in a marriage with, or a relationship with. Drew has a fucking girl. Kai, I don't know what the fuck happened. That nigga just turned into a nuke and exploded on himself. Like, it just feels like everybody's making the small achievements. Even when niggas that I work with, like, everybody has ended up in a relationship.
Dude,
And everybody's happy as shit, and
Yeah.
I'm like, damn.
I feel like my life is at a complete standstill right now.
I'm like looking at everybody around me. I'm like, when is it gonna be my fucking turn, dog? Like when?
Not even that, just like, can I get one win?
No,
Just one.
real
Just one. I don't care what
shit.
type of win it is. I don't care what it is. Just give me one.
Real shit.
I quite literally do not care what it is. Anything that could brighten my mood for a couple of days. Give me one.
No, I know for me specifically, I was like, I don't care about a lot of shit. My care in the world is what type of relationships I can make with people, and that's like the joy out of life that I get is meeting people, having a relationship with them, and having like a close companionship, whether that be platonic or romantic. I like
Yeah.
being in a relationship. That's just me as a person. And I've been out of a relationship for 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, wait, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. In 8 days, I would have been out of a relationship for a year at this point. So
And
I'm
I'll be
asking
pushing
myself,
a year in about a month.
and for a nigga like me who likes being in a relationship to stay out of one this long, I did it out of there's like 3 reasons why I'm not in a relationship, but one of them is just I don't know if I could do it. But for me to be out of a relationship this long and seeing like the world around me and seeing people our age getting married and having kids and all this extra shit, I'm like, damn, I wish that was me, because that's what I want in life. What I want is to be a dad and to have a family and to have a wife and all that shit. And then seeing my niece, meeting my niece for the first time, I almost cried. I literally almost cried. And when I came downstairs and she thought I was my brother and said daddy, I almost cried. I almost lost my shit.
With Reggie, for instance, my cousin Reggie, he is getting married. They're having a kid literally in like
She about to pop.
a month. Like she's gonna pop in like a month. You would think, and I know he thinks this, you should want to be around me more if that's what you want. You know, like to, what's it called? There's a word I'm looking for that describes that. Surrounding yourself by something like that. Whatever. I know he's probably thinking if I surround myself with him and things that I want, eventually thinking like that, it will come my way. And I'm like, yes, while that should be the case, where it is or some things, depression says no, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Depression says fuck all that, nigga. We're sad. So
I mean, I don't know. I even tried. Like I told John because I went on that date with that one girl. I didn't even really feel anything for her, but I was like, I have never like just asked someone out on a date, so let me do it.
yeah,
Yeah, I didn't like think she was like ugly or whatever. I thought she was like cute, but I just didn't feel anything. Like there was no
Oh,
connection
yeah.
or anything. I was like, you want to just go
Yeah.
out? She was like, all right.
I did my one attempt.
And I was like, this doesn't feel right. Like this doesn't feel good. And like in situations like that, I find myself being more like adult, if that makes sense, like not an idiot. And I feel like I'm pretty decent at reading people. And I think I think I told you, I may have told you, but she was waiting, like after I dropped her off, she was waiting for me to do something. And I texted her later and I was like, yo, thank you for going out with me. I had a fun time. I enjoyed it. It looked like you wanted me to do something like towards the end though. She's like, well, I didn't know if you wanted to, or blah 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 blah. And in my mind, I'm at the point now where I'm like, I'm not doing anything with anybody I don't intend
No.
on marrying.
Not
Like,
only that, I will never again make the first move. I'm
I
sorry,
think that's me
I can't
too.
do-
I think that's me too.
I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't know where your head is at, and I'm strictly on you. If we're together, we're all together to the end. Like I'm not being with someone for a little bit of time. I'm
If
I'm
we're
with you to
together,
the
I'm
end.
killing niggas.
I'm killing niggas. We're staying together till the end of time. Just me and you.
Oh, bye, Darian. Because even being in a relationship for 2 years, I was like, I can't see myself with nobody else. This is it.
Real shit.
This is it. 2 years is
Well,
long enough for me.
which is I just want to bring this up. I don't know how people. I mean, let me not say I don't know how, but
Oh,
it
fine,
just
go.
amazes. Dang, it just amazes me sometimes that people really get bored of a person that they've been with for so long. Like
Mm,
me, the person that I was with, if the issues that occurred didn't occur, there was never a time of boredom, ever, ever. I don't think I was ever bored of that person once. So it just, I don't know what goes through a mind to be bored of someone. I'm not. Never mind. Let me put it in perspective to someone that I have gotten bored of, whether it's a relationship or not. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Never mind.
well, for me, I know it was I wasn't bored, but welcome back, Angel. The Tom and Jerry shit. I wasn't bored, but I remember I said something and she told me that it hurt her really fucking badly. There was one day where she was like all over me, and I at that point I had never been in a relationship till that point where someone was so all over me and would like wanted to smell me and crawl into my skin. I have never been in a relationship at that point, and everyone who I've been with previously was like, I need you to leave me alone, don't talk to me type shit.
Yep. Yep.
And
Yep.
at that point I told her, and I'll never forget, I said, I need you to love me a little bit less. And she said that hurt her so badly, like to her core, and it made her rethink the way that she interacted with me. And it wasn't that I needed her to love me less. It was that I wasn't I never received something like that, so I wasn't able to appreciate it. Like I didn't
It was
know
too much. It was too. It was
it was
overwhelming.
shocking. It was shocking to me because no
Yeah.
one. I've never been with someone who would just walk up and just start fucking grinning ear to ear and start trying to make out with me. Usually if I'm with someone, they would be like they would hold my hand maximum. Like I had a relationship where there was like my relationship with Kaylin. Literally, we kissed like 3 times that entire fucking relationship. And she was like, I don't like kissing. Don't kiss me. And I was like, okay. So like anytime I wanted to kiss her, I thought she was cute, and I'm like, oh, I want to kiss her. I had to remember that she just did not want to be kissed. So, well, and then that probably also fueled my thing of the only way I felt acceptance was if I was having sex with somebody. But I like it, and then there was a point where, um, I was really shitty, but we were at Food Lion. I told you when we went to Hooters with Kai and them, or Kai and Angel, when I said that I told her I think I fell out of like I didn't have that spark anymore, but I didn't realize I was just incredibly fucking depressed.
Yeah.
I was just incredibly depressed, and I didn't mean what I said, but I said it out of a place of sadness, anger, depression, whatever the case, whatever you want to call it. I just said it out of a place of that. And then a lot of times, a lot of people get complacent in their relationships, and they feel like it's the same thing over and over and over again, and they're not used to repetition, and they're not used to stability. Me, I like stability. I don't,
stability.
and I'm not a boring person. I feel like if you hang out with me or interact with me, there's always some random shit that I'm doing, so you can never necessarily get bored of me. But I don't know how people get bored. You're gonna have spots of peace in your fucking relationship, and if that's an issue to you, maybe you like toxic people, or you need to find yourself being okay with that, because you don't need to be doing some crazy extravagant shit every single day. Some days laying in bed with your significant other and just watching TV and just talking about stupid shit is enough, and that's acceptable.
I agree with you. I'm right there with you as far as the whole. It was shocking how much was being given, and I wasn't used to it. Just randomly being hugged. It's weird to me. Or at the time was weird to me. Just randomly out of the blue being hugged. I'm like, bro, I hug my father maybe once or twice every couple of months. My mother gives me a hug maybe if I see her, but most times I don't want a hug at that point. Like I got before her, I got to a point where I was like, dude, I don't want to be fucking touched. Don't touch me.
It's okay.
But now,
Mine is touch
but
too.
now,
Just being touched in general
now-
makes me feel weird.
now, physical touch is my love language now. Now I have to have it. I can't sleep without it. I can't eat without it. I can't do anything
Whoa.
without physical connection.
Darren, or not Darren, Kai, we're doing a podcast, by the way.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Pointing left at them.
So I'll remove
Just,
everybody.
just letting you know so you don't say no crazy, stupid shit. But
Oh, my fault. I'll be back. Y'all let me know when y'all done.
you can stay. Just careful what you say. I don't want you to say
Okay.
some incriminating shit.
I got you.
But Darren,
let
I'm
me-
literally the exact same way. I'm literally the exact same way. Beginning of the relationship, I was like,
Hated physical touch.
I didn't hate it, but I was so like, it made me
Like-
feel so weird.
It
like-
gave me anxiety. It gave me anxiety being like,
I was like,
why am
I don't know
being
what
touched
I don't
so
know what
much
to
right
do
now?
with this. I don't know what to do. Like she could there was a point in our relationship where she couldn't sleep if it almost was the entire relationship, but she couldn't sleep if I was in the bed with her, and I was like, I wouldn't avoid going to bed because I already stay up naturally late, but when I was laying down with her, I'd be like, I know she's about to roll over onto me, or I know she's about to grab me and pull me closer, and it didn't make me. I wasn't like turned off by it. It was just like, it was very jarring to me. I didn't know what to do or how to react to it, so I just kind of pushed it away from me. I was like, I don't. Like, one of her biggest things was she would come up, and she would get really giddy, and she would just like latch onto me, and I would try to I try to push her off. I thought it was cute and I liked it, but I was like, this is much, get off me. It's like people with babies, they're like, this is cute, and then it starts crying, they're like, take it back, I want this shit.
Give her back.
It's like that. I was like, this is cute, but like, I like it, but I don't know what to do with it. I don't know how to reciprocate it. And then towards the end of our relationship, I realized when it was taken away from me, that's the shit that I liked. Like when we were laying together, and I would roll over to face her, and like I would face her back because she liked to be Little Spoon. If I was in the position to be Big Spoon, she would just not like back into me, or she wouldn't like move towards me like what she used to do. And I was like, damn, I don't have my sleeping buddy. I'm over here in La La Land. Where's my fucking sleeping buddy? I need my sleeping buddy.
Yeah.
And now shit like that, I realize that physical touch is my love language. I also like words of affirmation. Those are like my two big ones. But I didn't realize that after it was taken, that's really what I just didn't know how to react to it. I didn't know how to reciprocate it. I didn't know how to accept it either.
And what's crazy is that someone had asked me, someone was like, so why can't you sleep? And I'm like, I'm gonna be honest, it's because I had another human in my bed,
For almost fucking 2 years, dog.
and now I don't.
I've been sleeping with this
And they
girl
were
for
like,
a long
oh,
time.
so like no weird shit. Like as a friend, would you want me to just sit in the bed with you, lay in the bed with you, so you could go to sleep? I'm like, no, that also wouldn't work because you're not the person that did it.
It's not the same smell.
It's not the same.
warmth.
You don't have the same
Not the
smell,
same
the same
body
warmth.
shape.
You don't move your legs the same. You don't move your hands the same. You don't look at me the same when you're like
You
about
don't
to
make
go
the
to
same
sleep.
noises.
It's not the same. Which happened, by the way. He was like, do you want me to lay in the bed with you? I was like, no. Because guess what's gonna happen? I'm gonna sit here just like this
Scrolling through TikTok.
for 10 hours. No. When I did that, when I tried laying in the bed with someone, I literally laid there for 10 hours, staring at a ceiling. Time was like flying. Time was just going by, and I literally sat there and stared at a ceiling the entire night. And I was like, this is not, no. You can do it.
Yeah, I mean, I was I was talking about it at work, and Saul was like, Eric, you need to just get over here. And I was like, damn, all right. She was like, Eric, you need to get over that girl. And I was like, you know what? You're right.
You
Like,
damn right I'm right. There was never a time when I was goddamn wrong.
Hurry, Yachty. There's nothing for me to be sad about anymore. Like there's nothing for me to fucking. There's not
That's
a
what.
like I know I'm in love still, but it's like I'm in love with her, but it's like what realistically do I do about it? Like there's nothing I can do about it, so I even like feel the type of way about it. So just like
That's what. Yeah.
cause she moved on quick as shit. She already saying I love you and shit. So like why do I? Unless they've been dating
That's
for a
why
year
I-
at this point, which if they have been is a little crazy because then now there's some overlap there, but none of my business. But it's like damn. They
Yeah,
moved
that's
on
where
fast
I'm
as
at.
shit. And then I wish like I don't know. I wish that I was able to move on as fast as they did. Cuz it would make my life so much fucking easier if I was able to move on as fast as they did.
See, for me, I do, but I don't. I'm glad that I wasn't able to move on quick,
Why? To
even
prove
though I
something?
still fucking haven't. Not even that. It's I've learned new things.
In terms of
That's
what?
a different type of pain of not being able to move on from someone. I learned to keep going, and I learned to keep doing what has to be done with that pain, and I feel like I've made myself stronger. Because no matter what, if there's something that I have to do, whether I'm depressed, sad, whatever the fuck is going on, I still get up and do it. Because of that. That if that didn't happen, me having to go to work when I'm depressed as fuck that my woman did not just wake me up to go to work. Yeah, I just get up and do it now. So if it weren't for that, I wouldn't be able to just do what needs to be done sometimes. So
That makes
I'm
sense.
glad that I wasn't able to, because if I would have moved on quick, I wouldn't have learned nothing.
I can
Like
see
obviously
that.
I learned while I was in the relationship, but like after the fact of how to heal myself or how to at least deal with it so time can heal, I wouldn't have been able to do that.
I get that. But I don't know. I was thinking of it from a different perspective, and I guess that's where our fucking shit branches out. Because from my
Yeah,
perspective,
the
I'm
big
thinking
ass
of it
tree.
as if they were able to move on that quickly. Well, I overthink and I stay in my mind too much as it fucking
Of
is.
course,
So
of
one
course.
thing leads to a million different things. So it's like, oh, did they really love me as much as they say they did?
No,
Were
yeah,
they
that
were
literally
they
goes to
talking
my
to
head.
this person? My fucking hypothesis was towards the end of our relationship, the reason why they didn't hang out with me anymore, didn't talk to me anymore, stayed in certain places because they met this person and they may have started out as friends and enjoyed their company, and then later after we broke up it evolved into something else. Whether or not that happened or not, I will never know. They didn't want to tell me. I had to figure it out, but it's none of my business. They're happy, whatever the case may be. But it's like if you were able to move on that fast for me, did you even love me that as much as you said in the first place? And then it turns into, well, I want to be happy too. They get out of a relationship and they're immediately back in another one. Then like I want to be I see them happy, smiling as shit, and I'm sad as fuck thinking about them day after day after day after day after day after day. I'm like, damn, nigga, when can I win? It turns into shit like that. Instead of thinking of it from the, oh, I've learned to deal with this pain, I've learned to walk with this pain. And due to the nature of my breakup, it probably was a lot easier said than fucking done. Or a lot easier done than fucking said in terms of them moving on. But
Yeah. For me,
Like-
a lot of the things that have gone through my head is like, one, me and her are both not over each other. Still, after damn near a year.
that confuses me. If y'all are still not over each other, it's like you, your girl, and then Kai and his. Y'all
It's
still
because I
aren't-
fucked up. It's because I fucked up.
What do you mean you fucked
for
up?
what I did when I told her what we should do. Yeah, that was stupid. That was dumb. I shouldn't have did that.
But if y'all like, my thing is if
That
you
prevented anything to progress and get better, because since we're not able to get over each other, we were texting each other and then it just shut off. So what I did definitely made it worse on the both of us.
but y'all still love each other. My thing is, if you love
course.
somebody, if you love her and she loves you, and if there's nothing in the way of that, then why not? Like, I'm not
think
saying
that-
if there's like some shit, there's like some glaring fucking issues, which there still may
Yeah.
be, then do it. That like
that
blindly
one
throw yourself
specific thing
into
that
it.
we were talking about a minute ago,
Mhm.
that one thing, I feel like that one thing is holding it back. If it was not for that one thing, I would 100% try.
Like, even with Kai, like Kai's whole thing was Kai fucked that
No,
girl up in
Kai
multiple
is
different ways.
Tweaking. Kai is
He-
tweaking like fuck.
That's what I'm
a
saying.
girl who has not done him wrong, who has not fucked him over, and she's
And
giving him a
A
third
third
fucking chance. And
after
he's
he
not
did
taking
the
it.
same thing back to back, and it was worse the second he did it. The first time was fucked up. She forgave him.
Dude,
okay, cool.
I wanna
And
give
then
him a
he did it
mean
the
ass-
second time.
Oh my god!
He
I want to give him a
repeated-
mean ass fucking uppercut to
Repeated
his
the
stomach.
same thing a second time, but the end result was worse for
I
both
wanna
of them.
I want to uppercut the
And
shit out of
she
him, bro.
she still gave him a third chance. He was like, nah. Bro, at that point, that's your fucking soulmate. You take that shit and you run with it and you do whatever the hell you fucking can to be a better version of you.
better.
Because let me get a text today, tomorrow, fucking a week from now, a month from now, a year from now. I'm dropping everything I have in my fucking hands and I'm sprinting head first into that fucking black hole. It does not matter what the fucking ramifications are at that point.
Oh shit! What you were talking about? Shit that goes through your head that you think about. What are the things that I think about, and that pops in my head randomly? We're both still not over each other. Is one of us going to be able to move on unless the other one moves on as well?
No.
Are we both
No.
trapped because the other cannot move on, so neither of us are able to move on? That
Yes.
genuinely goes through my head, and I
Yes.
believe it now at this point.
Yes.
I genuinely believe we are linked in a way where, because one is not able to move on, the other one isn't, and neither of us know which one is like more closer to moving on or not. I don't feel like I am whatsoever. Like, I tell you all the time, there's still times where I'll even have a woman come up to me and try to talk to me, which I've been saying is what I would want at this point, is a woman to come to me and talk. I still don't care. I'm like, you're not who I care about, so fuck the move, bitch. But that's one thing that I think about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Another thing go ahead.
No, I was just saying, but from my experience, yes, that's how. If when you find out that the other person has moved on after, like I saw,
You're able to move on.
not that you're able to move on, but it makes it easier because you know there's
It makes
nothing
it
there
easier.
anymore. Like you
There's
can't
no possibility
you can't
anymore.
spin back. There's no
Yeah.
part two. There's no sequel, return of the fucking relationship type shit. Like there's
I will say,
go
I
ahead.
think that's why I made the decision that I made when we were texting, and I made that decision to, cut it off, is because I felt like both of us would be able to move on if we're not able to know about each other's life anymore.
But do you want to? Do you?
But I
honest
didn't
question,
do
do
it
you
in a
wanna move
correct
on?
way.
Now,
I did
like
not.
now.
Wait, what?
Now, do you want to move on?
I don't know. I don't know if I can. I don't like. Now I know the woman is there by herself, losing her mind, not doing good whatsoever, and my every part of my body and soul wants to go there and take care of her so bad. But at the same time, I cannot do that without knowing that one thing is still going to prevent us from being able to be together.
And it's such a simple thing too.
It is. But I let me not say it is. I try to put it in a perspective almost like if it's an addiction. And me being who I am, when I put it in that perspective, I was like, okay, you feel like you have to have this thing. Even though you don't need it. There's still a little part of your brain that makes you feel like you have to have it, and it makes so many complications. So I tried to give benefit of the doubt and understand where she was coming from. But it still doesn't change the fact that if that is present, I can't.
I don't know. I feel like
I don't think I could forgive myself if I decided to be like, oh fuck it, why not? I don't think I
Honestly-
could forgive myself.
honestly, I think that if that and then the way that y'all argued, I think if that was fixed, y'all would be like the perfect fucking. It would be like the perfect fucking couple. Like that would be probably the best relationship for you. Just those two things. If those two things were fixed, it would.
But two things. I know the
What
one.
you said, and if y'all the way that y'all argued about things. If
Yeah.
those two things change, I feel like that would be the best thing for you.
Which another thing. I feel like now, I don't. I make it known that I'm not trying to argue. Like I just said with my mom up front. Hey, this is how I'm feeling. This is what I did not do when I was with her. I did not express. This is what's going through my mind right
Just to
now.
shut down.
Please, if there's something you want to talk about, we can talk about it. But I'm not in the best mood right now, and I don't want to blow up on you. I wasn't aware of the emotions that were going through me at that time, and
But
being
now
able
you
to say,
do though. See, but
But
that's
now
the
I do.
beauty of being by yourself and working on shit. I think that once you get a broken heart, or once you like, you don't even need to
Dude,
have a broken
you
heart from someone you
elevate
love,
s-
like
just a
romantically,
broken heart in general.
and like from your dad, mom, just some crazy shit happened. The way that you mature emotionally and spiritually so fucking drastically.
But only if you allow it. You have to. I say this, and I be so fucking serious when I say it. You have to let it hurt. You have to.
Real shit.
You cannot get through something and be better if you do not let that shit hurt. If you're sitting there trying to put it off, go do other dumb shit, and just try to hide the pain, you're never going to progress. You're never going to get better. You're never going to strengthen yourself. Let that shit hurt. Sit in your fucking room.
Don't run away from it. You gotta embrace
Don't
that
run
shit.
away.
Be the
That's
villain you were meant to be.
that's part of what helped me do things better is literally when I'm not working or doing something that needs to be done, I sit in my room by myself, maybe even for like an hour a day. No electronics, no nothing. Just sit there. Whatever thought comes to your brain, just let it happen and see what happens.
That's what I do with music. I use music as my medium. That's how I regulate my shit. I listen to a lot of music. I don't know. I would rather, I'm being honest, I would rather see all my niggas doing well and being happy around me than,
I'm the same. Than myself being happy.
yeah, if y'all can be happy, that's all I could fucking ask for, really.
I know even without being happy, I know there's stuff that I still want. But I know it'll be at a cost of I'm more than willing to do it by myself. Like it's still in my brain that I would love to do whatever it takes to have a certain amount of money and literally just travel. Just keep traveling. Just keep seeing new fucking places. I could do it by myself. I could do it with someone, but I know I just want to do it.
I think I can now. I have money now. I can duck the fuck out now. I can disappear now. I just need to fix my car. Let me have a terrible fucking let me have a terrible week. I'm out. I'm gone. I have the means to now. I could fucking van life this bitch. I'll do it with the car though. Do it with the fucked up Chrysler.
I know I could have some money to just get a plane ticket too. I know I could sell this PC. I know I'm gonna be traveling. I could just get rid of the computer. Need it. I could get rid of I'm not gonna say how much, but that's a good amount of money right there. That car, I don't need the car. I get rid of that bitch quick. Boom, gone. Some of these shoes that I don't use anymore, gone. Some of the shit that I have, gone.
I said I beat and get the fuck up out of you.
Just joined. Okay.
Yeah, he came back. But we're at a minute or an hour, a minute. Damn, we're at an hour 30 at this point. Do you have anything you would like to add? Any topics you want to bring up, or
I think I'm good.
you think you're
Because
good?
I need to eat. I've been up for over 24 hours and haven't eaten it in 24 hours, so I should probably go eat.
Eat, you say?
I'm sorry.
Nigga, this nigga. Nigga, you're muted. Why are you muted? He looks like he's in a fucking Zoom call.
Bro's going to school.
We can't hear you, dog. We can't hear you. Your mic's not working. Alright, I have no idea what the fuck he was doing. But that was the After Dark podcast. Shit, we've been last After Dark podcast episode I just did by myself, and that had to have been like 2-3 months ago.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, it's After Dark podcast. If you guys give a fuck, check out the rest of our fucking episodes. It's kind of cool, kind of not, kind of stupid. I don't know. Bye.